Hello humans, welcome to my messy room. I want to make a video today about a certain idea that a lot of people have about trans people or non-binary people. Now, there are two types of transphobia. One type of transphobia is trans people are evil, trans people are going to hell, trans people are delusional and perverted and fucked up and pedophiles and should die. And the other type of transphobia, which is, oh yeah, I have no problem with a man wanting to become a woman, or a woman wanting to become a man, or someone wanting to change their body, even though their chromosomes will always be the same. Wanting to live as a woman if they don't feel comfortable being a man. I have no problem with that. Obviously, you will always be biologically a man, but you can live as a woman if you want. I have no issue with that. All this kind of nice stuff. Basically, this theory that we should be nice to trans people, but to say that a trans woman is a woman, or that a trans man is a man, or that a non-binary person is non-binary, is kind of a niceness, and that by using their pronouns you are being really respectful of their chosen identity and their choice to live as another gender. And this idea is really fucked up because we don't owe trans people a niceness to pretend their chosen gender. Trans people actually are their own gender. Like, trans women are women, trans women are men. Non-binary people genuinely are either neither or both, or genderless, or however they identify. I mean, there are genderless people in the world. It's such an important thing to realise. It's not just about hating trans people. It's not just about I'm not transphobic because I like trans people. I have a trans friend. It's seriously, you need to acknowledge their identity. We all need to acknowledge their identity. It's kind of like how a while ago, and kind of still now, but mainly a while ago, people were like, oh, being gay doesn't exist, it's a phase, and people that maybe think they're gay, maybe quite, have a messed up, childhood, or they were sexually abused, or they have a mental illness, and being gay isn't really a thing, and they just haven't found the right man / woman / person yet, and being gay just isn't a thing, and being straight is the only valid sexuality. And if you actually think about it, I mean, males and females, they have a vagina and a penis, and that kind of naturally works together, and naturally people are really, evolutionary wise, they are supposed to be straight. I'm not joking here. Seriously, people are supposed to be straight. That's how human beings evolve. That's how human beings are kind of meant to be in a biological sense. So yeah, there's a big argument for the fact that being gay doesn't exist. And being gay just, isn't real. It's a phase. And the same way you could say, well, all these men who have penises feel happy with their bodies and happy with their gender, and all these women who have vaginas feel happy with their bodies and happy with their gender, so all these other people who, want a penis when they don't have one, or want boobs when they don't have them, they're obviously having a hard time, but, they're not really a woman, they're a man, and, they want to be a woman, but they are a man. We've used this idea throughout time to say that people's sexuality and people's gender is just one way. It just works one way. It works the predominant way. It works the evolutionary way and the majority way. And it just isn't true. I mean, there really are gay people. And there are people who want to transition. There are people who experience their gender differently to other people. I mean, you might feel that having a dick is your main, that's how you know you're a man. You have a dick and you're comfortable with your dick and you're a man. But there are plenty of people who are happy to have a vagina and know that they're a man just as much as you do, or are happy to have a penis and know that they're a woman just as much as you do. Happy to have any body. People experience their genders differently, and being a man and identifying a man as a man is the exact same thing. It's the same thing. And I know we get told our entire lives that our bodies and our genders are linked intrinsically to each other, and you just are your gender because of your genitals that you had when you were born, apparently. But the evidence is out there. If you want to look up gender identity, gender dysphoria, transitioning, subconscious sex, the evidence and the experiences of trans people are out there. It's all over the place. It's so reachable, but it's so crucial to realise. Trans women are women. trans men are men, non-binary people are non-binary, and we're not doing them a favour by using their pronouns and using their new name. We're acknowledging the actuality of them. Just acknowledging the existence of trans people, and it is crucial that all of us literally spend like an hour or 2 hours of our lives just looking up all the stuff to do with trans people, like all the basics, gender identity, all that stuff, to just understand. It's not that difficult. If everybody did that, how much fucking easier would the world be for trans people if everyone just practiced and everyone thought, yeah, I'm going to remind myself this person is man. He. Dave, you know, his name's Dave now. Might have used to been legally Susie, but it's Dave. And he. If we all did that, the world could be 500 million times better for trans people. It's not that hard. So that's what I wanted to talk about. Have a nice day, everybody. Finished talking now. Bye-bye.